What if I told you there's a tiny country with no natural resources, no empire, no army of conquerors, yet it holds more money than any kingdom in history? A country so secretive, its bankers could hide the fortune of a king or a criminal. This is not a movie, it's Switzerland, and this is how it became the world's most trusted vault. Long before the world called it a safe haven, Switzerland was just a mountain nation surrounded by chaos. Europe was burning with wars, kings fighting kings, empires collapsing, borders redrawn. But Switzerland, it stayed neutral, always neutral. By the early 1700s, Swiss bankers began protecting the savings of wealthy families, fleeing the violence of France and Germany. They didn't ask questions, they just guarded the gold. But the true turning point came in 1934. The year Switzerland created its most powerful weapon, the Swiss Banking Secrecy Law. This law made it a criminal offense for a banker to reveal a client's name, even to their own government. From that moment, Switzerland became the global synonym for financial secrecy. Then came World War II, and Switzerland's vaults were never more valuable. While Europe collapsed under bombs and invasions, the Swiss quietly continued business. They stored Nazi gold, Allied gold, and the fortunes of anyone who could afford their silence. It didn't matter if you were a government, a company, or a dictator. As long as you had wealth, Switzerland would protect it. The irony? Switzerland became richer as others fought. While soldiers died on the front lines, bankers behind mountain walls became the silent winners of the war. And when peace returned, the world's rich remembered one thing. In a storm, Switzerland never sinks. After 1945, something extraordinary happened. As Europe rebuilt and America became the global power, Switzerland turned secrecy into a business model. If you were a billionaire in Latin America fearing political chaos, you sent your money to Zurich. If you were a Middle Eastern prince or African ruler looking to protect oil wealth, you sent it to Geneva. Even corporations and politicians from around the world use Swiss accounts to hide untaxed profits. By the 1980s, it was estimated that nearly one-third of all private wealth on Earth passed through Switzerland's banking system. And the banks? They never spoke, not a word. But with great secrecy comes great shadows. Swiss banks were accused of hiding Nazi gold, drug money, dictator loot, and tax evasion funds. From the Marcos family in the Philippines, to corrupt leaders in Africa, to secret CIA accounts during the Cold War, Switzerland's vaults became the stage for global intrigue. In the 1990s, under international pressure, the walls began to crack. The United States and European Union demanded transparency, and in 2018, the legendary Swiss banking secrecy officially died after over 80 years of dominance. But don't be fooled, secrecy never really dies. It just changes its address. Today, that address might be in the Cayman Islands, Singapore, or Delaware, USA. Switzerland may have lost its secrecy, but not its power. It reinvented itself, no longer as a vault for hidden wealth, but as a fortress for legitimate global finance. Swiss banks now manage over $2 trillion in assets, focusing on private banking for the ultra-rich. Their neutrality, political stability, and financial expertise remain unmatched. And while the rest of the world fights over oil, tech, and influence, Switzerland quietly profits from all sides. The bankers never raise their voices. They don't make headlines, but they still control the most precious commodity of all, trust. So, the next time you see a Swiss watch or hear about their perfect neutrality, remember this. Switzerland's true precision isn't in its clocks. It's in its banking system. A nation that mastered the art of silence and turned it into power. Subscribe for more deep stories about money, power, and the illusions we all live under.